Welcome back to Kirby's Dreamland 3. Alright,
Welcome, friends.
I see a girl hamster. That means that the only requirement of this mission is that you just need to complete it with Rick.
Oh, girl hamster?
Yeah, you see right there at the bottom of the screen on the stage that we're highlighted on?
How do you know that's a girl hamster?
Because she's wearing a ribbon and because she's wearing a ribbon on her head.
Oh, I thought those were ears.
I mean, they're also kind of emphasizing a bit by making her pink. Because, if you're going to, distinguish between colors, blue and pink are usually the ones that they use.
Mm-hmm. Which, ironically enough, the background is blue and pink. Reminds me of cotton candy.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Kari gets reminded of food easily, usually sweets.
Okay, yeah. Yes, I have such a sweet tooth, and I hardly ever eat sweets, and so I'm just like, oh, it looks so good. I did have an Oreo yesterday, though.
One Oreo.
Yeah. It was good.
Like,
It was
you'll have one
yeah.
Oreo, I'll have a whole package.
Oh no, that sounds sickening.
It can be, but usually only if you've had a bit before that.
Okay. But then again, my health isn't the most stable, and so I have to be very careful about what I put in my body, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's okay. You take what cards are given to you and you don't complain,
My health probably would be quite stable if I took better care of myself.
Yeah. Which is exactly why I take really good care of myself,
Because you're not exactly... you don't honestly have a choice in the matter, it seems.
Right, yeah, I have to. Or else I'm gonna land in the hospital several times again.
Several
But
times?
That's a different... Oh yes, but that's a different story. For another day. Using Kirby as a boomerang. That's really creative.
Yeah.
I would be so dizzy after that. I'm surprised Kirby isn't throwing up all over the screen. Not to get graphic or anything, but still.
Kirby's stomach is kind of bottomless, so if he did, it would probably take years just for the puke to even reach his mouth. I mean that literally. His stomach is a void.
Stomach.
His stomach is a void.
He is a void. Just the inside of Kirby is a void. It's like a black hole.
Alright, we gotta start over because we lost Rick.
Darn it. No jump cut or anything either.
Yeah.
How dare you pass that on?
I was probably just really tired of editing this by this point.
It's okay. Come back to bite you in the butt though, and you have to commentate over it.
I know by the next level, which is another one I split into two parts because of how long it turned out. I did not want to split it into two parts because that's pretty tedious. That's a pretty tedious process.
Yeah.
So the part almost came out being about 45 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think you did make the right decision deciding to split it.
Yes, I do. I actually kind of remember, it's like, hey, Kari, I'm going to make this part 45 minutes. You're like, no, don't do that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yay, that took my advice. I'm sure that whoever would have been commentating a 45-minute video would have cursed you throughout the entire thing, as well as those who are watching a 45-minute video.
We got a couple of those in the Mother Marathon.
Split them.
I've already completely edited them, and also,
it's okay.
They're that long for dynamic purposes.
I gotcha. I feel like for a more story-based game, or an RPG, that is a bit more understandable.
I mean, they're both final parts, I should point out.
Okay.
In Mother 2's case, it's because the credits run on for a little longer than they should. And in Mother 3's case, it's also because the credits are running on longer than they should.
Okay.
And also in Mother 3's case, because of dynamics.
What was that thing that you just destroyed? It looked like it had straw for hair.
I thought it was a book. I don't know.
Was it a book? I didn't get to look at it too closely.
I didn't look at it too closely either. I don't think it is, but I always look at it as like a book.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That Scarfy is dead.
I know, they look so happy. And then you destroy them, but then we all know what they can turn into.
That's the entire Kirby series, honestly.
Oh, it really is. Quite a bit of cognitive dissonance, I would feel like, when you're playing this.
Good bouncing.
Very good.
You have to play your cards here just right, otherwise we'll get spiked by the Gordos.
So you have to jump at just the right moment?
Yeah.
Seems tough. Look at you go. Good job.
Yeah! We did it!
Yay! I'm proud of you.
It's easier to talk about things when it's just us on the show, it seems.
You think?
Cause, I mean, okay, so, I mean, like... I'll be bringing something up, and then Gabe will be like... That thing! Loud noises, dirty joke, yelling.
Speaking of Gabe, he just messaged us on the platform on which we were recording.
Oh.
A picture of... an edited picture of Sonic the Hedgehog.
I don't know what that is, and I'm not going to post it over this over the screen.
Why?
I don't know, because I don't really like it. It's dumb. Gabe, you're dumb.
Future Gabe.
Funny joke. Funny joke. You know, speaking of other people we could have on here, I can't wait for Will to come back and join us again. Because, I mean, honestly, I think he brings the comedy to this show better than anyone else.
He and Gabe are definitely up there in terms of
Because, I mean,
comedy.
like, you and I, we kind of have to, we have our moments, but they're so few and far between. You know?
Yeah, I don't know how to be intentionally funny, so if I do or say something funny, it's just an accident, and so I can never know when I'm going to be interesting or not.
I'm gonna leave them alone together. Because they seem to be into each other.
What, because they're boy and girl, Evan? You're gonna assume that they're into each other?
I think that's what the game's already implying for us. And everyone knows, if the game implies it, then it's canon.
Exactly.
I like the look of this room. This one is a neat gimmick. So, like, there are drawings of enemies on the wall. See that?
Oh, that would fool me probably at first. I mean, they're not moving, obviously, but I feel like for a split second, I would have thought they were enemies.
I think you know what's gonna come up.
They're going to turn into enemies.
A few of them are going to turn into enemies.
Oh, that's even tougher than if all of them did, because then you don't know what to expect.
Yep, and that's kind of the situation. It's kind of like in Sonic 2 with the Asterons, the exploding stars. Only some of them explode on the walls and then other ones don't.
But, yeah, that makes it much more difficult because you can't really anticipate. I'm kind of like the disappearing doors in this one as well. One of the disappearing ones, but like...
Oh, the ones that turn into enemies. You
yeah,
mean?
basically. Like the door disappears and becomes an enemy.
Hey, you remembered something from the game.
I did. I'm so proud of myself. Once again, you know, it's tough for me to like focus on commentation. Commentation. Oh, I just love my English. Isn't it great? On commentary and remember what's going on in the game.
Yep. I mean, you can usually remember story-based stuff pretty well, it seems.
Yeah. Probably because it's a big picture of things I can connect to.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, I especially expect the ending to, honestly, all three Mother games to stay in your memories, but hopefully hopefully a good chunk of hopefully a good chunk of the game's story, environments, and whatnot will.
Hopefully, I'll just have to focus a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's been a while since I mean, Pokemon isn't really a necessarily a story-based RPG, and we haven't done a story-based RPG here. So I'm interested to see how the dynamic of the commentary will go, how much we'll need to talk, what kind of stuff we'll need to say without getting in the way of the story and the dialogue. So.
Something tells me a good chunk of our lines will just be reading the dialogue out loud.
Oh, that'll be fun. I love reading dialogue out loud.
Alright, I have no idea what I need to break this block pattern into. I could probably... I could probably go back. In fact, I kind of have to, because I believe I just screwed it up. Oh, wait, actually, you know what? I bet the guide showed it for me, and I didn't have to check another thing for it. And I screwed up again. Yeah, I remember what it was now. Why
do you need to break it into a specific pattern? Is there somewhere you're trying to go?
Because that specific pattern will, it will allow you to... It's what's needed to do to complete the mission.
Okay, I see. And is there a way that you would have been able to figure it out without having a guide?
I believe there is a hint in this game. Might even be the next door. No, it wasn't, but... Anyway, but yeah, the guy who gives the heart star, just like the other time we did that type of mission, is shaped like the thing we did with the blocks.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess I should save final thoughts for later, but so far, how is this Kirby game stacking up to previous ones we've done?
They kind of are all starting to blend in together for me because we're doing them one after another.
That's true, but this one, I feel like this one stands out more than other ones.
It stands out to me because I think I mentioned this earlier, how it's very specific.
Yeah.
In what you need to do, what power-ups you need to have, what companion you need to have along with you, and I'll probably go over this again during my final thoughts, so I don't want to get into too much detail, but that has been what has stood out to me the most so far.
We're not blending in like Mega Man games.
Right, oh my goodness. Those blend in.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the bosses.
You see, the thing is, I remember all the bosses.
Of course you do. You're very into it, and you've played it a lot.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. You see, the thing is actually, when we go back to Mega Man, we'll be on Mega Man 7. I mean, I guess we're still in the middle of the Mega Man Marathon while I'm uploading this, when this will be going up. But when we go back to it, we'll, like, pick up with Mega Man 7, and that's when the series finally jumps over to the SNES.
Okay.
So, you know...
I'm assuming we'll see some upgrades there.
It'll be a graphical like, it'll go through a graphical improvement. There are some extra things that can be done in there. And then, to top it all off, Mega Man 8 is on the PS1, but still a 2D game, so that does it even more so.
Wow.
While also removing other features. And then Mega Man 9 and 10 decide to go back to 8-bit because those were the most successful Mega Man games.
Nostalgia purposes. Man, nostalgia really sells.
Especially nowadays. Like, it's starting to become...
It's almost like a trope.
Like, really, not, like, that. Like, a lot of games are running on the nostalgia factor these days. This started with New Super Mario Bros.
Well, and movies as well. You know, we have Star Wars, we have Ghostbusters, we have Star Trek.
Okay, well, I mean...
Probably more, but I don't keep up with movies.
I wouldn't say so much Star Wars, I mean, except for the fact that Episode 7 felt like a remake of Episode 4, but...
Just the fact that it's Star Wars, and that in and of itself helps itself.
I'm not saying it was a bad movie, people. Coming out too. I thought they ended that series.
There's a new one coming out, I think at the end of this month, the beginning of next month, and it takes place with the characters from the original series, their children, like 19 years later or something after the end of the final book, like the 7th one.
Common trope in of itself.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It should be really good, though. I love the author.
Now we're gonna fight a doe.
A doe? Like a female deer?
No, her name is Ado.
Oh.
She paints things and then they come to life. Like this is the Ice Dragon from Dreamland 2.
I love the Ice Dragon. Oh my goodness. Did you hear that noise it made?
Yeah.
It's like a barking dog.
Do you remember fighting this thing in Dreamland 2?
Yes.
You actually remembered something, yay!
It's so cute.
But now it's dead.
Just kidding, it's not cute anymore.
Because it's nothing. Okay, another Dreamland 2 boss.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one's memorable just because of how much time I took on this one.
Yeah, that one took a long time.
However, we're not underwater, so it's a lot easier this time.
Yeah, for sure. And it can only bounce around.
Up and down and all around.
Exactly. It's so slow and just... what's the word? Clumsy.
Also, it's eye. That eye. I mean, okay, I guess it's got 2 eyes, but still, we can only see one from each angle. And just look at it.
You know what I think would make a really good Kirby boss?
Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright.
Hey, I love those. Now I definitely remember them.
Because they were in 2 other games.
Yes. Had more time to lodge themselves into my long-term memory.
I don't think they ever appear again after this game. I mean, except for in Kirby's Adventures Remake.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little different, though. In this fight, by the way, you do want to ensure that you have more than 1 hit point left.
Okay.
I'll get into why in just a little bit. Right here, I believe.
You eventually need to sacrifice.
Nope, not here. We have to fight. There's Krakow.
There he is. I was just about to wonder where he was going to be.
I mean, did it hit you that we haven't seen it at all yet?
Well, it hit me about 30 seconds ago, and I was wondering when he was going to pop up.
Because he's been in every... I mean, we fought Wispy just as usual at the very beginning.
Right, and that was where we would expect Wispy to be.
World 1, Wispy will always be the first boss.
Yep. This time is like Wispy Strikes Back.
Oh.
Wispy was getting a bit fed up with being randomly attacked for no reason, aside from gravity doing its thing.
And also blowing air at us.
Yes. That was shocking. Did not expect that.
Yes, you did. That's what it does. Oh, did I swallow it by accident? Okay.
Oh, nice one. You get in there.
If you inhale 2 or more enemies, you get a bigger shot.
Okay.
Just one more should do it.
Yeah, look how close you are.
There
you go. Nice job. Oh, and I have to fight the person.
You have to fight Ado now.
Ado.
So the thing is, you have to take damage, but then she also takes damage and you beat her.
Oh, okay. Good job. I am proud of you.
She's also the first human we've ever seen in the Kirby series, as well as the only character to have legs.
Yeah, interesting.
I mean, up to this point. In Kirby 64, there's a character who looks and has almost the exact same concept as her, named Adeline. And in fact, they might even be the same person, but I don't really... I can't really say for sure. Nobody can. Next time on Smash Team Games, stuff happens.
Games and stuff.